this is Alina.
And this is Jana, and we are co-heads of the English Speaking Association at the Lyceum.
And today we are presenting the pilot episode of our new show, LycStudents.
In the studio we have 6 students who have never met each other, and today they will try to guess what department of the Lyceum each of them belongs to.
Let's begin.
Hi guys, so your task for today is to answer my questions and guess the department of students. Let's begin. So the first question is, how many tutors do you have?
Well, I actually only have 1 tutor, that's it.
Well, in my department there's no need to have extra learning, so I have 0 tutors.
I have only 1 tutor because I think I'm pretty capable of preparing myself for the exams, and this one is just, for the sake of
my department gives me enough materials to study, and I also stand for self-education, so I have 0 tutors.
Well, I have 3 tutors because I really like to be prepared, sometimes even over-prepared. So yeah, that's something, just what I like to do.
Well, most of my friends have lots of tutors, and I'm not an exception. I have 4 tutors, as it is just real to get good marks without such amount.
Alright, so the next question is, have you been to any Lyceum events, and if so, did you enjoy them?
Oh yeah, I've been to plenty of them, and I also usually take part in organizing them, actually. So yeah, and I enjoy both helping to put it all together and actually attending them as well.
The same as with me. I usually visit some Lyceum official events, but I'm also a participant of some small events, and it's really cool to see when everything turns out as it was planned.
I can't remember exactly how many events I've been to, but I can remember one of themselves. I was just blown away. It was really good.
I would say that as a consequence of my attitude to studying process, I don't have a huge social life, but I've been to several Lyceum events, and they were amazing.
Well, I really focused on Olympiads and studying, but still the most remarkable Lyceum event that I've been to is, I guess, like what you said, itself.
Okay, most of the time I spend studying, so I don't have a lot of time to visit Lyceum events, unfortunately. So I've never been to any.
That's a shame. Okay, so we have pretty long breaks at the Lyceum. How do you prefer to spend them?
Well, it actually depends on the day. Usually I just go take lunch with my friends as I supposed to, but sometimes when I have an exam or something serious, I have to sit and prepare, of course.
Well, for me, the best way of spending our lunch is either sleeping or hanging out with my friends. Sometimes we even go to the nearest galleries and exhibitions if we do not have a very important lesson after the break.
I think my perfect vision of spending my time at the lunch break is hanging out with my friends. But we all know that it doesn't happen like that all the time, and when I'm rushing to get some work done or my homework or preparing to classes, I spend most of the time at the Lyceum doing things I should do.
Well, I would say that it depends on the situation and the day. If I feel tired, empty, I would hang out with my friends and spend time with them. And if not, I would manage to finish my homework and prepare for the next lessons.
Yeah, so like Masha said, it really depends on the day, but I can say that most of the days I go visit my friends in Sri station, and we order some pizza together, and just hang out.
I prefer spending my lunch break hanging out with my friends or just having rest, as I think that it is really vital to stay focused, and this is a really great opportunity to just relax.
Okay, so it's not a secret that we don't have a school uniform at the Lyceum, and the question is, how do you choose what to wear to school?
Yeah, well, once again, it really depends on the day and on the mood I have on that day. So I usually just open a wardrobe and like choose whatever I feel like wearing the day. So it really depends on my mood.
For me, it's the easiest process ever. I'm usually so sleepy in the morning, so I just open my wardrobe and put something I see first.
I consider myself a pretty responsible person, but nevertheless, I'm late for classes often. And when I don't have time, I just throw on whatever I see in my closet. But I would rather choose something semi-official rather than tracksuit.
I think that I have several fixed outfits in which I feel comfortable, and every morning I randomly choose one of them.
So I guess it really depends on the vibes I feel in the morning. Sometimes I stay, and the other days it's just jeans and sweater, and that's all. Cozy and comfort, that's all.
I always oversleep and I'm always in a hurry, so I choose really simple and comfortable outfits. So I pick the right thing in the wardrobe, put it on, and go to Lyceum.
Okay, and last but not least, do you plan to find an office job after graduating or become a freelancer?
Well, I would not be disappointed with like any kind of freelance, but I think that freelancing would be more.
Well, I haven't really thought about it, but for me, communicating with people is more comfortable than just doing work alone.
I think working in an office would give me more motivation or pushing me just because I often find myself lying on bed and not wanting to do anything. So yeah, I think it suits me better.
I would go for a freelancer, but I think working in a company for some time is very important for getting an experience.
So although I really would like to say that I could work at home, but I'm not organized at all. So I guess office job is just what you need most.
Actually, I like to get stable income, and that's why I would like to work in a huge international company. So I would choose office work probably.
Okay, that's all the questions I have for you today. Now you have to state your assumptions. Let's start with Alexa. What department do you think she's from?
Well, as I found out, she's a very free, attractive person, and she gives me some vibes of a person who may be involved with studying languages, so I guess it's humanitarian studies.
Speaking from her choice of wardrobe, she likes to wear something that she finds like pretty or like expressing herself. Yeah, I think that's a very creative point of view. So I'm guessing design.
She has this light and optimistic vibe, so I think she's from some creative department. Design, yeah.
So looking at Alexa's hairstyle, which is fabulous, I love it, like queen. Also your nails, your clothing style, it all gives me some design vibes, like she's fabulous. I love it.
When I first walked in this studio, I saw Alexa, and I thought that she's from design, definitely. And after listening to her answers, I still think that she's from design.
Alright, so I guess you think Alexa's from design. Now we're moving on to Sonia.
So looking at Sonia, I would say that she's a creative person as well. And well, splitting between design and like humanitarian studies, I would rather choose something more connected to like cultures and languages, so I'm gonna say humanitarian studies.
I think Sonia looks very, creatively, and she also likes to express herself through hairstyles and different clothing and nails. Very interesting manicure, by the way. I think mathematicians don't wear something like that, and so I'm guessing she's from the hard building, and I wouldn't say humanitarian studies, I'd rather choose Oriental.
Well, yes, Sonia is creative and other things you said, but she's having something more serious in her life, so I would go for mathematics or Oriental studies.
Well, my first choice was something scientific like biology or chemistry, because you give such a calm vibe. But then I looked at your blades, they're fabulous. And it looks like something Asian, so I think it's Oriental studies.
First, I saw that Sonia is from Oriental studies. I made that conclusion according to her fabulous animal print on her t-shirt and braids. But then I listened to her answers, and now I think that she's from probably mathematics and IT.
Wow, so we have pretty split opinions on this one. What do you think about Vanya?
Well, that's going to be a bit more difficult, but I'm gonna judge by his choice of clothing and general attitude to pretty much everything he was talking about, and I'm gonna say long, since he's so organized in a clean way.
Well, that's quite an interesting opinion, but I think that he just gives me some design vibes because he's so socially active, and as far as I'm concerned, people from design are usually involved in some social activities in Lyceum, so that's my choice.
Vanya is giving me a controversial vibe, but according to his attitude I've noticed and his look, I would say mathematics and economics or mathematics and informatics.
So, judging by Vanya's look, you look so clean, and that's the only thing that actually makes me doubt my choice. But you analyze things, you are really judgmental, and you also use some deduction methods. So I think you're from mathematician and economics.
Quite a range of versions.
Okay, well, Vanya speaks English really fluently, and still he seems to be really responsible, and probably he's connected to mathematics, but I'll go for humanitarian studies.
Okay, I see. We have a big range of opinions. All right. So, what do you think about Ksusha?
Well, Ksusha gives organized and I don't know, grown up in a good way vibes as well. So honestly, she looks like once again really organized person to me, and that gives me some mathematical vibes. So I would say that in some way, she is connected to mathematical studies.
Well, to me, you resemble a businesswoman. You're so serious and responsible, so my choice is that you're from the social studies and economics department.
When you first walked into the door, I was not sure at all from which department you are, but as we were filming this, I looked into your look, and I noticed your pants. They were really official, but not very. I think you are, a very talkative person. I remember the word just now. And I have an acquaintance from social studies and economics department. Her name is ESA, and she looks pretty much like you, uncanny resemblance. So I'm saying to social studies and economics.
Okay, so my choice I think would be a bit weird, but I think it's something connected with science, because you look so organized, so clean, so I don't know how to say it correctly, in order to not be some judgmental, but you're so clean promising plans?
Okay, I have no idea. Absolutely no idea, but probably you're studying social studies, as I have lots of friends which talk just like you, look just like you, and that's it. I have no idea.
Alright, most guys think you're from social studies, but we'll find out a bit later where you're from. How about Sonia? Well, Sonia looks like someone who talks to people a lot. She seems like a very nice person, and honestly, at first I wanted to assume that actually, just as you said before, she's someone who studies flowers and butterflies. She's like perhaps some of your preparation, or maybe the life curves they give kind of a natural vibe. But I think now I'm gonna say let below, because something tells me that you are interested in connections between people.
Well, I think that you are quite an easygoing person. You are so friendly, and you give these vibes. As I've already chosen, I think that you're from the hard building, so as I've already chosen the person from design and the person from humanitarian studies, I also assume that you're from the law department.
I'm kind of torn between two versions. Firstly, judging from your look, I think that you're involved with some serious science. So that gives me vibes of, like studying biology and chemistry and everything. But people, Alexa and Sonia, mentioned before, there is something about you that just gives away your Bahaness. I kind of can't choose one, but I think you're either from law department or natural studies.
Yeah, so judging by your look, I really like your hair, by the way. And judging by your look, I would say you're from Oriental studies, but the way you talk and the way you talk gives me the vibe of law department.
Well, and again, I have no idea. So I made a deduction that you are not studying here, I mean Solyanka, so you're not connected with math. Because you were late, so you got lost. That's why I think that you're probably studying law or probably Oriental studies, but I would choose law.
Alright, interesting. So finally, we have to guess what department Masha is from. Well, Masha mentioned her business a lot, and that hinted me that she might be connected with some mathematical studies once again, because honestly, I think that's one of the studies that consumes time the most. So yeah, I'm gonna say mathematics.
Well, you're so calm and your answers are so sharp. So I think that you have some mathematical reasoning in your brain. So my choice is also the mathematics department, but I'm not sure which one really. To me, you really resemble a person who is very interested in economics and maybe something like this. So I think that you're from the mathematics and economics department.
For me, when I listen to your answers, especially one about working after graduation, you said a very peculiar phrase, a stable income. And believe me when I say that no one who studies anything not connected with mathematics does not use that phrase. So yeah, only judging by that one, I think you're
Well, Masha seems serious in a good way to me, and smart and organized. So I think it is something mathematical, and judging by her look, I would say mathematics and economics.
So I'm quite sure about my choice. I think it's maths and economics because Masha says that she has many choices because it's really hard to study cool in her department, and there are some friends from this department, my friends, they say that it's like so hard. What is it called? History of economic thought. they say it's so difficult. So yeah, I think you're from there.
Alright, so we've had very interesting opinions here, and now the time has finally come for you all to reveal your cards and tell us what department you're from. And let's begin with Alexa. Alexa's from design, guys.
Well, as some of you have guessed, I'm from the Oriental department.
So when you were guessing my department, there was quite a range of opinions. And some of you guessed it, I'm from humanitarian studies.
Most people from here were quite particular about my departments, and yeah, I'm from social and economic department.
I'm from law department.
Actually, I was really impressed that you guys guessed that I'm from math and economics department.
Alright, I guess this has definitely been fun, and I see that you all know pretty much how to tell the difference between students from other departments, so good on you, and thank you so much for coming and playing this game with us.
Thank you.
Yeah, we have done it and hope you enjoyed this episode. So subscribe to the channel to watch more exciting content.
And don't forget to follow our VK page. Thanks for watching.
Bye!